This is the PCCooler GT360 AIO CPU cooler. In this video, we're gonna be installing it in this open air PC. I'm gonna show you what comes in its box, and I'm gonna show you how to install it. We'll be testing its efficiency in cooling the AMD Ryzen 5 9600X CPU that I have in this PC. We'll be testing also its noise level, and I'm gonna show you how to set up its integrated LCD screen. So let's open up the box to see what comes in the box. This is an accessories box, and this is the AIO CPU cooler. And here you have the LCD screen. Looks really very nice. I didn't mention that this is an ARGB cooler, so you can set up its lighting with your motherboard software. So here you have all the brackets for AMD and for Intel. Let's remove the protection from the fans here. And from the other side, you have this radiator. So this is the user manual, and you have even some thermal paste, and this is very good touch. And these are the brackets. So this is everything you get in the box. So now we're gonna install the CPU cooler, and because it's an AMD CPU, we need this bracket, these here, these screws, and we're gonna discard the Intel bracket. We don't need it. And of course, we're gonna be needing the thermal paste and these screws to support the fan to the chassis. So let's open these now. And we need to remove these already pre-installed plastic brackets on the motherboard. And now we need to install these holders on the motherboard. Notice they have two sides. They have a big side and a smaller side. And the fat side should go into the motherboard. Just install them by hand like this here. They're gonna be tightened later. I'm gonna show you how it will be tightened. And now on top of these holders, we need to install these brackets here. So from each side here, you need to install a bracket. It's very important to put it in this side like this. And it has here also a screw. It should be on top like this. So just put it here from each side, and then to put it in place, you need these screws. And notice that these screws have here an opening for the Phillips head screwdriver, and here they go into the screw that is here. So just put them by hand first. And this is the second bracket here. And now you tighten them with the screwdriver. The next step is to remove the pre-installed bracket on the pump here, and this pre-installed bracket, it is for Intel. All you have to do is to slide it like this out, and in its place you need to install the bracket for AMD like this here. So just slide it in and make sure it goes in place. Now before going any further, I'm gonna secure the fans to the chassis so that the installation will be easier for me. And we'll be using these screws that came with the cooler. There are pre-drilled holes, and in total you have 6 screws to put. Now I'm gonna put the thermal paste. I'm gonna put 9 small drops, and this is how I like to put the thermal paste. Very small drops. Do not overdo it for the thermal paste. There's like a small line, it's not a big deal. And then one in the middle here, and that's enough. Be sure to close the thermal paste so that it doesn't go dry. And now remove the protection. It's very important to remove the plastic and put it here like this. And make sure when you put it that you don't slide it back and forth. Try to put it from the first time in the good place so that the thermal paste goes well where it should be. Now the screws have adjustments in case they don't fit. Just push them like this and tighten each one from each side until they don't turn anymore. So now it is installed here. We need to connect still all the cables that came with it. You have 4 connections to make. The first one is on the USB 2.0 header, and this is for the LCD screen. And here I have USB 2.0 header. So this is it here. Now it is connected. Now we need to connect the other cables. So this here is for the AIO pump. This is the one here. And here it is connected. And for these here, one should go into the CPU fan header and one into the ARGB. So I'm gonna start with putting into the CPU here, which is this one. Be careful not to bend the pins. So here it went, and now into the ARGB, this one. And notice it has also an extension if you want to install another ARGB device in case you don't have enough headers. So here's the RGB also connected. And now I'm going to install the LCD here screen. And this is a beautiful LCD screen. Let's remove the protection from it. Oh, that's weird. It didn't remove all the glue. So I'm going to clean it and I'm going to install it. I removed as much as I can from the glue. This is something I don't like. So you remove the protection and it keeps some glue afterwards. Anyways, I just removed it with a microfiber cloth. Do not use alcohol in it. And these are contacts here. And these are very strong magnets. And this is contact here. And here you have also magnets. So you need to install it like this. It will snap in place simply. So now you see the fans of the CPU cooler behind me. I'm going to show you now how to change the display screen of the CPU cooler. So let's switch the camera here. Let me explain to you in 2 words what you're seeing in front of you. So this is the display of the PC that is behind me. And this is the CPU cooler. You see it on top of me here. So this is a default picture on it. Let me show you now how to download and install the software. You need to go to your web browser and go to PCCooler.com, hover over support, and then click on software download. And here you have the CPS display software. You have the download next to it. Click on download and install the software. I already did this. So I'm gonna go now and launch the software. And then you need to click on yes to allow it to run. So let me show you how to change the picture that is displaying. Click on management on the left, and then you need to upload the picture you want or choose a picture that is already in the software. Here I'm gonna upload my logo. So I'm gonna click on upload, and then I'm gonna choose my logo. So here after the picture is uploaded, click on confirm, and you see it is uploading now. And then the transfer is complete. Now to change the display, you need to click on Start Edit. And then here you need to click on Switch Background. And then choose the picture that you just uploaded. And then simply close this here. And you see that the picture was uploaded and it is now displaying on the CPU cooler. So this software also has many other functions if you want to drill down and see these functions. Now I'll be performing the cooling efficiency, and notice that on the top of the screen I have put hardware info with the CPU temperature chart, and just below it also hardware info with the CPU temperature numbers, and just below all of these I have put the LCD screen of the CPU cooler, so to see if the temperature that is displayed in this LCD screen will match the hardware info temperature. And notice that at idle the CPU temperature is only 33 degrees, and this is a very low temperature for a CPU. So let's start Cinebench now. While performing the Cinebench test, I also wanted you to hear the noise that the fans of the CPU cooler make. So notice that I have my decibel meter just next to the fans, and the fans are running at almost full speed to keep the CPU cool, and despite of this, the decibel was only around 48 dBs, and this is a very good score. Now the render finished, and look at the CPU temperature, how it drops significantly and very fast, and the maximum temperature it reached, it's only 57.9 degrees, and this is a really very good score for this CPU cooler. And you also notice that the temperature displayed on the CPU cooler LCD display was matching the temperature displayed in hardware info. So this GT360 CPU cooler is an excellent cooler overall. It freezes your CPU, and its 120mm 3000 RPM fans are virtually silent, and it has a very nice LCD display, and it is a good value. The one thing that I didn't like too much about it is that when I peeled off the protection of the LCD, it left some glue residue. And this is something that should be corrected by PCCooler. If you want to check it out, I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description. If you make a purchase using my link, I'll gain a small percentage at no cost to you, and this will support my channel. And if you liked my video, please share it and subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Eloy from Knowledge Sharing Tech. See you in the next video.